Netskope recognizes customers have made massive investments in their networks, and as they pivot to the cloud, sending more traffic direct to net, looking to address an increasingly mobile workforce and branch of the future, integration into these existing investments is critical. Netskope provides the most flexible deployment options that help ensure any user anywhere on any device goes through Netskope and gets fast and secure access to cloud apps, websites, and internal apps. A lightweight steering client can be deployed on managed endpoints, ensuring that visibility, control, and protection follows the user everywhere they go. There are also deployment options for protecting mobile and unmanaged devices. And finally, there are several options for steering traffic from branch offices, headquarters, including seamless integration with SD-WAN solutions. Now let's take a look at a few of these deployment options in more detail. From the Netskope dashboard, I can deploy and configure a specific deployment mode or combine multiple modes to cover an expanded set of use cases. Let's start with the Netskope Client. There are a variety of ways to deploy the Netskope Client, from using SCCM or Jamf to manage the deployment, or you can use MDM to facilitate deployment. You can also integrate with your identity solution and provide advanced workflows such as forcing users to first deploy Netskope before accessing services. You can also add users by simply sending them an email invite to install the Netskope Client. Let's use this method to deploy Netskope today. I can add a new user by simply adding their email address or send an invite to a user already registered. The user gets an email with instructions to download the client, and they are guided through a simple and quick installation. The client package also includes the installation of certificates, so SSL and TLS decryption can take place. After granting access to Netskope on my Mac, the client is installed. We can verify the Netskope client is deployed by seeing the Netskope icon in the menu bar. Now, this can optionally be hidden from users. Now that the Netskope client is deployed, let's verify that my traffic is being steered to the Netskope Security Cloud. If I go to OneDrive, I can see the certificate is valid, and it looks like Netskope is now proxying my traffic. Let's go ahead and download a file from Office 365 OneDrive. If we go to Scope It, which is Netskope's event-by-event monitoring, we can see my Office 365 OneDrive activity was indeed picked up. Let's take a look at another deployment option that caters to physical locations as well as SD-WAN integration. You can use IPsec and GRE tunnels to quickly and easily send traffic to Netskope. Here I have a configuration in place that includes the source IP address configured on the router, in addition to the selected Netskope data center. Now that we have a GRE tunnel in place, let's switch to a Windows machine that is located in the branch office where the GRE tunnel is configured. With no Netskope client deployed, let's download another file from Office 365 and see what shows up in Scope It. Here is the download activity, the object, and the access method is GRE. Let's take a look at one more deployment option, and that is proxy chaining. There are certain scenarios where an existing on-premises proxy is in place, and you want to send traffic from the proxy to Netskope. Proxy chaining involves a few simple configurations, including adding a proxy chaining URL to your proxy and adding your proxy's public IP address to an allow list in Netskope. Now that we have proxy chaining in place, let's switch to a Windows device located in a location where we have an existing proxy. When I try to access an app like Dropbox, the proxy prompts me to authenticate. Netskope will use this identity information for both monitoring and policy enforcement. So after uploading a file to Dropbox, let's verify the activity shows up in Scope It. As you can see, I not only see an app accessed and the activity, I also have the identity of the user. No client deployed, and this is verified with the access method showing explicit proxy. Netskope's deployment flexibility results in comprehensive coverage and protection for any user on any device accessing cloud apps, websites, and internal apps.